go ahead and start. And we'll be playing through the winter season. Oh no. I'm gonna think. There we go. Okay. We are going to play through the winter season of the Cinco de Mayo event. And maybe we'll see what one of those realms is like. I don't know. Yeah, okay, we're in the middle of it here. Okay. Cool.
Welcome back, Commander.
Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. UTVs. Oh, this will be interesting. Oh, we don't even have one. We have to buy one. Oh, that's probably because it's in a... Probably in a different... We already have one, probably, but it's a different class. That's okay. You know, I kind of like the tan. Kind of blend in with the sand dunes a little bit. So, finally getting into summer. Oh, today was actually quite warm and sunny. I don't know where you guys are, but it's finally almost getting close to summer. I was driving out, taking care of a couple errands. Like, man, it's actually pretty warm. We got one we could take a picture of. Cool. But yeah, I feel like we almost didn't get too long of that sweet spot of spring where it's more of a comfortable temperature all day long. Well, maybe we did. I don't know. We'll kind of get summer here a little bit, but it won't be warm enough to go swimming or anything, or get out into the lake or the water. We'll have to wait at least probably another month or so. Alright. Actually a pretty decent vehicle here. It's handling pretty well. As long as we're not doing those cross-country races where we're just going over just non-roads, I guess. Racing on roads is way more fun. But, yeah, so we're actually, today, what, the 10th? So we're a little less than a month away from the Switch 2 release. I'm looking forward to that. I will be getting that. I did get it pre-ordered, and it sounds like Best Buy is doing midnight launches in the store, so that'll be fun. I'll go with Mrs. Pickles and we'll pick that up, and then I'll get it set up. I don't know if I'll play it right away because everyone's going to be asleep anyways. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Do I have to wait till midnight, or can I go at... We go at... Because 9 o'clock would be Eastern midnight on the East Coast. I wonder if they'll... I'll have to see what time they're going to release it. Sometimes they do it a little early. Depending on the retailer. Maybe for that they would be a little bit more stringent on that kind of thing. But yeah, I'll get it all kind of set up and logged in and all that kind of stuff, and then I think probably maybe in the morning I'll try and stream, because later on in the day we're having some friends actually move into the area, and so they're coming in, they're moving that day, that on that Thursday, so on the 5th. So that's pretty funny that it just happened so that on launch day. So once they get into town, I'll be Mrs. Pickles and I will be helping them out moving in and all that stuff with their moving truck. But before that, should be fair game. But yeah, I'll be playing a lot of Mario Kart at that point, so that will be fun. We'll see what that entails. It looks exciting. It looks quite different. So gift delivered, yay. Only one person said thank you. That's funny. So, yeah, I'm kind of wondering, it seems like, I don't know, we'll have to see what the modes are and stuff. I really hope they eventually have just a typical circuit progression in the game. We'll see. We'll see what people think after they played it a little bit. I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit concerned because of so you have however many races that you're connected, and I think we've talked about this before, but once you complete the first race, your second race immediately begins, and it begins from the starting line of the race you just finished, and then traveling to the next race. And technically, the process of driving to the next race looks like it takes up 2 laps worth. And so, once you get there, you only do like 1 lap around the new track or something. So it's not like the typical 3 laps. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I wonder if they'll have a standard version that's just, you know, just the races. Oh man, those other 2 cars are way up there. See if we can get past these guys. Cut the corner. Come on, keep your speed. So, I mean, I feel like it'd be fun to, you know, drive between the races and everything like it shows, but I feel like part of the fun is also, you know, getting used to the track and racing. You know, they're already pretty short usually as it is. I mean, at least existing Mario Kart tracks are only like a minute or so long at most, usually. And so, if you're only doing 1 lap at that point, are they longer races? Are they the same? But you're not really getting as much time to explore, and unless you're doing that circuit over and over and you're doing the path to get there too a lot, you're not really feel like you're kind of not really enjoying the new circuit as a whole. Man, what is up with these guys? They're just way up there. Okay, that's a bad corner. We just can't catch up at all. You guys are tough. And I didn't even change the difficulty. They're just way up there. It's so weird because, yeah, at the beginning, you saw me pass like 3 or 4 different vehicles right at the very beginning. Okay, that's not going to work. But these guys just kind of took off. Yeah, let's just restart. Kind of had a slow start though. I don't know if that's just because we're on a hill. It did the same thing there too. And those ones are slow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's not hit the walls. Come on. We are kind of sliding around a little bit. Gotta keep our momentum up there. They're starting to take off a little bit. I think third place might be our only best shot right now. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of these hairpin turns where we have to really slow down, and the computer kind of just, I don't know. We'll see. Kind of worse off than we were the last time, honestly. We should have just finished the race and gotten third. Now we're in fifth and we can't get past these other two cars. Trying to cut corners where we can a little bit, but we're not really... Oh, this other guy wants to pass me back. Let's do it again. I don't know. We did fine on the first race. Didn't have a problem there. Yeah, we just need to feather the throttle a little bit around some of these corners so we're not just losing too much acceleration and then we're not blasting around the corner and just spinning out and power sliding our way around and losing grip. Okay. Alright, we're staying a bit closer. Oh, that was not the best. Well, okay. Some of these corners, like it turns a little sharper almost than I want, and then it starts twisting the car a little bit. Yeah, now we're starting to lose them a little bit. We were doing good. We were like right on their tail, so now we just see dirt clouds. It shows a section to slow down. I don't know if they're slowing down around the corners. Oof. Yeah, and with this game too, the computer doesn't really make mistakes very often too, so you're kind of playing against perfect drivers the whole time through, which is also not very realistic if it's based on drivatars. Oh. Yeah, just sometimes the littlest turns, it grabs and turns much sharper than I want it to. They're all just like right here too, they're so close. Yes, not close enough. Hey Zumba, how's it going? Good to see you, welcome on in. Alright, let's do it one more time. How's your day going? Maybe just our top speed is just that much slower or lower than our competitors or something, I don't know. Okay. I need to pay attention to these corners. Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah, this time those two guys are just way out there this time. They're not very close. It's kind of like the first this is like the first attempt we had. Ooh, that was a terrible corner. So any progress we try to actually get ahead, the computer in front of us maintains that separation. So, oh well. We'll finish this one up and move on to the next one. We don't need to race this track yet again. Oh, there's their dirt. Well, the end of it. No, they're so far up there we can't even see them, honestly. All already around the next corner and then some. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just get third. Already have to kind of fend off these guys that are right behind me anyways. Oh, no you don't. Okay, well, we did the best we could. Yeah, they had the same vehicle. Man. That's crazy. They were 7 seconds faster than we were. Okay, so that Zio guy, we gotta make sure we, oh, yeah. Gotta make sure we're at least ahead of him, because we're tied.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, we're here! Okay. Hopefully those guys aren't going to be leading the pack again by too much. Hopefully we can catch up. Couldn't have been by a fluke that we actually won the first race, because we were, oh my gosh, can I afford to spin him out and slow us down like that? And now it doesn't want to turn. Nice. Okay, come on. Let's get around this darn corner. Okay. They're still close. They're still close. Oh, there he is. Second place. Okay, we're ahead of him now. Just gotta stay ahead of this guy and we'll be fine. First place would be preferable, but... Ooh, come on. All these little hills, it's hard to see where the turns are if I'm not staring at the minimap. Alright, that's not a turn you really need to slow down that much for, but I'll be happy that he did, that's fine. He's more than welcome to slow down. Yeah, it's so weird. So now there's only one computer driver that is far ahead of everyone else. Just me and him, instead of the other two. Okay. hopefully in the next game when they when you get new cars added to your garage that are duplicates, they allow you to gift them as well. Just like when you're doing one of those wheel spins. Yeah, that should be it for here. Let's actually go to the Hot Wheels park and do that circuit while we're at it. Then we can go back and stick to the mainland after this.
Welcome back, Commander.
Okay. Nope, here it is. Track toys. Okay, nice. Oh, they're all circuits. You know, this one actually looks pretty interesting. Let's try this one. Ooh, wow. They just have just a little bit higher of a top speed, apparently, I guess, huh? Kind of max out at 172, 173. You kind of corner maybe a little better than they can. That helps. And those long stretches. That's where we run into problems. Ooh, not that corner, apparently. Come on. Ooh. Alright, they're gonna catch up right now. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Just the one? Okay. He slows way down. Alright, we don't need to run into this guy. Yeah, with the next Forza Horizon, whenever it happens to come out. Oh boy, he's coming fast. I wonder what gimmick they're gonna have. Not gimmick, I guess. But what kind of theme they'll have for one of their expansion areas. Kind of like, so this one's Hot Wheels. One of them in the fourth game was Lego. one of them in the third game was Hot Wheels as well. They just gonna keep doing things with Hot Wheels and Lego, or come on, turn. Like the first game was kind of like a dirt rally expansion or something like that. Second game had, it was like a storm island or something like that. It was like constantly a rainstorm. I don't know if I ever finished that one. Well, maybe we could go back and look at some of those previous ones at some point. See if there's anything else to finish. Because yeah, the first two games only had like one expansion. I'm trying to think. Oh gosh. I think they slow down during these other little sections here. Okay. Yeah, they gotta find some sort of nostalgia thing for their one of their next expansions. Are they going to try and just do something completely different? Who knows? Okay. Good there. Alright, it's kind of a fun car, but the problem with some of these cars like that, their max speed is much less than, or lower than a lot of the other cars out there. Let's see. Nope, we already got that. Okay. Let's go to the next race. Are they both up here? Oh, there's one over here. It does look pretty cool at night, though, with all the tracks lit up and everything. Okay. Actually, is there anything to buy that we don't have that works? This one. Oh, that's a download only. All these ones that have that little kind of download icon there in the bottom right of the box, they must belong to a car pack. So, can't use one of those. Sure. Let's do a Ferrari. I'm trying not to. I keep trying to make the joystick go left, but going around those loops makes your car turn automatically sometimes. It does weird things. It was having me drive into that other car, slowing us down. We lost our mirror. pretty long track. Because that's one good thing about having or driving one of the faster classes of cars is that you can at least finish the race a little faster. Whoa, 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 jeez. Once you start swerving, you can't stop swerving there. I'm trying to correct myself. And then again, that auto steering kind of whatever glitch it does, shooting me off the other way. As fun as loop-the-loops are, they're more fun to watch than they are to drive in. Come on. Yeah, that wasn't the best way to get through this little half-pipe area. Not very grippy. I feel like most of these track pieces are not as grippy as the normal road, but then it's also at weird angles as well. Doesn't really help. Yeah, where are they? Trying to look at the map there. The mini map. Man, they're way back there. Did they all get like caught up on something? Still waiting. Are they gonna make it? Kind of want to wait to see. Whoa, there it is. Yeesh, almost 30 seconds behind. That's crazy. Feel like some weird pileup. Okay, and the last one, here it is. They're just slowing down for no reason. Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice it. I wasn't even looking at the racing line there. Phew. Oh, that car spun out. And this other car is doing really good. Oof. I feel like we're just slogging up this hill. This other car like parked jet ski or something? He just goes through the water area so well. Yeah, this guy is just uncatchable. Ooh. Glad I said that. Now we're actually getting closer. See, he's going through the water and he's speeding up. How does that work? The water makes you go slower. Okay, come on, buddy. Yeah, we're not going to be able to catch him. That's okay. Ooh, or could... No, they're just going to tease us. We're going to be, like, so close at the end. That's okay. Okay, so that wraps up that one. Let's head back to Mexico.
Welcome back, Commander.
Okay. Filter for the ones we normally like to see. Okay. Ooh, it's this kind of race. Okay. Well, we have 3 of these, huh? Alright, let's try one of them out. Hey, how's it going, DJ Para? Kathy, good to see you. Not May the 5th. I know it's not May the 5th. But that's the name of the series we're in right now. Hope you're doing well, Kathy. Good to see you. Oh man, this is a little squirrely too. Can we actually get past anyone? Try to, and then run into them. Okay, we don't have at least anyone that's taking off and leaving the pack at the beginning, or at the front. Was doing meh till I made hot chocolate. Now I'm doing good. There you go. I would say that sounds good, but it's actually pretty warm right now, so. So it must be starting to cool down a bit for you then, Kathy, where you're at. Man, can we do better than 8th place? Like, we're not really taking that bad of corners, and they're still that far ahead. You were cold? Oh, okay, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, having hot chocolate when you're cold, that sounds good. Coffee shop I went to once had an iced hot chocolate, and I'm like, so chocolate milk? Yeah. So you mean someone made hot chocolate and they forgot about it, and they left it out on the counter, and it got cold? So now you're just calling it, throw some ice in there? How was, so did you celebrate Mother's Day then today with your mom, Kathy? And if so, how was it? Yeah, but also celebrating tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, we'll be doing stuff tomorrow with my in-laws after church, so that'll be fun. And this is rough. We only made 3 more positions in that one lap. See what we can do. Some of these corners are hard because, like, you're trying to keep the accelerator up. Missed it. But, then you start turning a little funny and your car starts to spin out, so you have to kind of correct it. It was good. She liked the gifts, which is always the challenging part. Yeah, I know. Same with my mom. She's one of the hardest persons to buy a gift for because she never wants anything. And so it's like, okay. And by this point, if they want something, they go out and get it. So it's like, okay, gotta get something special they wouldn't really think to get. Tell Mrs. Pickle's mom I said Happy Mother's Day. I will pass that along. Oh, we were so close to getting in front there. Ooh, not a great corner. Can we at least get one more? Can we get up to 3rd place somehow? My gosh. It's so easy for this car to just, like, start spinning around in circles. Come on. Almost like it turns better on dirt than it does tarmac here. Oh, can we get in front? Yes. Okay, we can at least get in 3rd. We at least we're really close though. Yeah, we'll have to try something else next time. Oh, and while I'm here. Oh, shoot. I'll have to look that up, make sure that's correct. What's the username? You're someone doing donuts outside. That's really weird. Or something. Hear a lot of tires screeching. Let's try. I mean, look at the stats. At least this one has a higher top speed. Maybe that's better. Okay, that is right. Okay. since Kathy's here, I'll give her a shout out, at least on Twitch. And if she's there chatting, so if you are there on Rumble as well, go ahead and follow DJ Para on either Twitch. Actually, no, do both. If you have an account for both, follow her on both Twitch and Rumble. How about that? I must say, an awesome hot chocolate maker. Made a barista friend. Oh, you have a friend that's a barista. She taught you all the tricks. Nice. So do you know all the tricks for making coffee? I feel like coffee's a little bit more... can be a little bit more difficult with having to roast or do the beans and all that stuff too. Unless it's a fancy hot chocolate and you have to like melt the chocolate and then steam the milk and mix it and add flavoring. I feel like then it's a much more luxurious hot chocolate. Turns out 200% better is crazy. Well, I already knew how to make good coffee, not gonna lie. Alright. Yeah, it's funny, my sister actually was a barista for a little while at the little coffee shop thing in our church when she was younger. Okay. Now we don't have enough for dark chocolate bars, we just use dark cocoa powder here. Gotcha. Oof, that's a bad corner. We're going to add vanilla and cinnamon. Yeah, I know my wife, I forget what exactly she does. I think she does at least a little bit of vanilla, but she'll make it from scratch too. She has like the dehydrated powdered milk, and so she'll warm up water in a tea kettle, the electric kettle, and then she kind of makes her own hot chocolate mix. She pre-makes it or whatever, which maybe she adds some vanilla in after or something. It might just literally be that powdered milk, some cocoa powder, and sugar. Something like that. I don't think I've ever watched her make it. It expands the chocolate flavor somewhat. Yeah, I bet. Which cinnamon, I feel like that would be something that people would not be expecting. Man, are we having a tough time on this one too? We just need to pay attention a little more. Stop running into walls. That would help a little bit, right? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Stay on the inside. There we go. There's one. Still have one lap left. Okay. Gotta slow down at least a little bit here. Bro just drinks it. Okay, that's much better. I think we can actually get first this time. Have you played any more Minecraft Bed Wars, Kathy? Have you gotten back into that again? We'll have to do that again sometime. That was pretty fun. I'll have to get Nolan out there again as well. Nolan, you got our first win together tonight, actually. Oh, nice! There you go. Yeah, it can be pretty hit or miss sometimes. It just depends on, I guess, who you're matched up with and what their strategy is. Sometimes they're just... maybe they just don't know what they're doing or something, and they're just kind of all over the place. And then sometimes they can be pretty ruthless. We went full-on Trump and made a wall around the island when there was us and another team left, and it worked so insanely good. Really? You made your own little castle, huh? So you just kind of waited it out and let them come towards you, and you just took them out? I feel like that'd work out pretty good. Get kind of the high ground. You build it up high enough, and then have a little pathway at the top as well to walk around and just get bows and arrows. I feel like that would work out pretty good. Oh, let's check the car mastery really quick. Probably have it already. Yeah. Alright, do we want a different car? Sure, why not? This one's really slow, so we'll see how that goes. And we built 5 blocks high and had a single opening for Nolan to shoot arrows. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you get enough, then he can just use obsidian, so they really can't get through very easily at all. Okay, we'll see if this car actually does well or not. It does, I don't know if it has as high of a top speed, but maybe it handles better, so corners can help us. But yeah, we should definitely look into playing some more Bed Wars. That's a pretty fun mode. I like that they have like some multiplayer things in that modes and stuff in that game, so it's not just building by yourself or on a server. Ooh, oh man, we're already in second. This is great. That time of night where Cheddar needs to be inside, so we bring him in. He loves being out in the backyard. And he doesn't think that he needs to come in yet, and so we bring him in, and then he's just meowing at us, just insisting to go back outside. I can hear him downstairs. It's pretty funny. Use deep slate. How many blocks thick? Oh gosh, come on. Yeah. There we go. You did the opposite of Cheddar. You like it inside. I know it's funny because there's one little spot up against the fence on the side that he kind of curls up in the tall grass. He has his own little indent where he lays down and sleeps and takes a nap during the day. So, I mean, he's just outside at least half the time. He's just sleeping. But it's pretty funny. Just one thick, huh? Alright, well, I guess it's enough that they need to get to you first, too, I guess. Yeah, because they need to... bridge over to your island, so... that makes sense, I guess. Okay, almost there. Oh, look at this hairpin turn here. Alright. And there's a perfect little spot for him too, because since he's like right up next to the fence, he's in the shade as soon as half the day is over. So he stays cool. He's kind of in the tall grass, kind of hiding out. If I was a cat, that sounds like a great spot to sleep. It's pretty funny though sometimes if my wife and I are both upstairs on our computers here and I'll be playing, it'll be getting dark, and then at some point we'll look and think like, oh, we didn't let Cheddar in. Half the time he's happy he's out there. Sometimes he's actually sitting by the door waiting. It's pretty funny. He's like, aren't you gonna let me in? Man, I need to stop yawning. Okay, so next one. We got two of them up here. Usually we're pretty good at remembering to get them because, I don't know, our fence is, you know, it's enclosed and everything, and it's a vinyl fence, so it's slippery, so they can't just like climb up and get out, which is nice. But we still don't want to just like let them stay out when it's dark too much. But yeah, because last night my wife she came up, she's like, "Do you hear that? I can hear coyotes out in the distance howling, and it sounds like they're not that far away." And the funny thing is when we first moved into the house, they're still building houses kind of around us, and so there's still open fields and stuff. And we heard in the winter we heard coyotes a couple times, but yeah, she's like, yeah, I heard them a few times, and they didn't sound that far away, so a little unsettling. I mean, I don't know if they could jump over a fence. I don't even know if they're in our little neighborhood area, but I definitely not wanting the coyotes to get in, that's for sure. And they're way back there. Oh, there's a wall there. We have 3 laps. Wow, that's a 2-minute lap. Okay, finally. Whew, that was a long race. Six minutes and 10 seconds. Shoot. Oh! Looks like I almost went off the edge. 6.5 minutes for them. Okay, I'm gonna go refill my water cup and then grab a quick little snack, so we'll take just a minute of a break really quick. So, go ahead and maybe, if you want, do that yourself. Stand up and stretch, grab something to drink, grab a snack, use the bathroom, and meet me back here in just a moment. All right, look who's here. Bronson. Good to see you. I only got 5 hours of sleep last night, so I'm gonna get as much as you can tonight. Wish you could have chatted more. Have a great rest of your stream. Well, at least he came by to say goodnight, so that's good. Have a good have a good night, Bronson. Thanks for lurking, hanging out. Okay. Imagine Bronson still being up. Yeah. No, I tried to go to bed a little early, but even that didn't necessarily happen last night. And I was kind of, after I jumped off, I still pulled up Bronson's stream on my phone. I'm like, man, he's still going. And then they had like a second wind of people show up. I was like, man, that's crazy. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for them at that point. I'm like, holy cow, how can they still have the stamina and energy to be doing all that? That's crazy.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, and off-roading again. Cross-country off-roading. You left and it's just out, yeah. I was getting ready for bed. It's because I've been kind of sick. Thankfully, actually, I did pretty good when we played all last night. Because, yeah, we played for a little while after you jumped off. And, then I was in bed just kind of winding down a little bit and pulled the stream up on my phone. I was like, man, they're still going. I think they got like 1 or 2 raids or something like that as well. So it's like, man. And I know what that's like. There's 1 or 2 times where I got a decent raid right before I was gonna end, and it's like, well, I guess I could stream a little bit longer. I don't want to just jump off right when people are showing up. Get past all these guys there. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, we'll go on the inside of this guy. Oh yeah, we're doing good. Alright, as long as we don't have any like crazy jumps as we go off a jump. No, this isn't bad. As long as we don't have any insane jumps that will basically like kill our momentum, should be good. This race actually isn't too bad, this route. There's other ones that are just a little bit much. They go a little too crazy on the extreme jumps and stuff like that off a cliff and everything, and you just slam straight down. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh, so close. Hey, Digidriver, welcome in. How are you doing today? How are you doing tonight? I saw you went live earlier. I was out doing some errands and this and that, but were you playing some flight simulator earlier today? Good to see ya. You were nice. Flew to Calgary, cool. How long was the flight? Man, I'm just really thirsty tonight. Okay, I think I've gotten all of the car masteries for this. Yeah. Next one is over here. About 2 hours. I know, man, whenever I get a better computer or something, I almost want to get one of those, like, the semi-truck driver simulator games. Where you go cross-country or, you know, this or that. That kind of sounds fun. Euro truck driver. Yeah, because you've done that a little bit. That's also another one that you play. That kind of thing sounds pretty fun, too. Maybe they have it for Xbox. I don't know. SCS Software makes the American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2 different games. You really want those? I'll have to look for those ones. Depends on how much of a time sink they take. I mean, I do try to do a variety of stuff. Oh, shoot. Went up the side. On a curve, of course. There is a bunch of map DLC to get. Oh, I bet. I think I remember seeing some of those before. Seeing some of those DLC packs. You like them because of the mods? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure games like that would have a lot of pretty cool mods that the community would make. For different features or different vehicles or just things in the map. For example, the Japan mod requires virtually all the map expansions for the Euro Truck Sim 2 game. I need a... Trying to read chat. Oh look, I totally missed that marker. Can we stick the bridge here and then cut over? No. Okay, we're gonna have to go across the river there. So used to just driving on the roads. Chat, you're distracting me. In a good way. Bet they have bundles and stuff for some of those games or some of the DLC. I bet Humble Bundle or Steam will do sales on those time to time. Do they come up with like new versions for that game that often? Or are they like some games they'll have like a yearly version that each year they come up with a Euro Truck Driver Simulator 2024 or 2025. But then some of them they don't. They just maintain and update a single version of the game. Wait for sales on Steam. Yeah, there's a somewhat consistent release and update schedule. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. I'll have to look at that and see if I get it on Steam though, as opposed to on the Xbox, which I'm sure it'd be better to get it on the computer. I'll have to see what the requirements are. Because if my computer currently can't handle it, then I don't necessarily need to get it right away. I may be getting, or I think I have potentially the opportunity to swap graphics cards with a friend who recently upgraded. He has his old machine that he upgraded from. He's using that as like a home media computer. And he's like, well, I don't need like fancy or any kind of that much of a graphics card just for that. So he's like, yeah, I can just pay the difference, but swap out. He has a 1060 NVIDIA 1060, so that would definitely give a nice little boost over the 745 RTX 745 that I have. No new version releases that you pay for, but the DLC is kind of a feed the devs fun. Gotcha. Okay. Insert distraction here. Thanks, Kathy. Oh, look at that. How's it going, VO2? How are you doing tonight? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. What were you guys up to? What were you guys playing? Were you playing Super Mario World or Donkey Kong 64? Or something else? Some other retro game? Welcome on in. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Fuzzy Pickles. I'm a Christian variety streamer on Twitch and Rumble. And play a variety of things from current stuff like this to retro games as well, Nintendo. Mostly Nintendo's, some Xbox stuff as well. A couple things on PC. But yeah, welcome in. Give a shout out. Any of you don't know FAO2, go ahead and give him a follow. Go check him out. Ah, playing Pokemon Red and Blue. Okay. Finally mastered Super Mario World, so started a massive undertaking of Pokemon regulation mastering. Ah, okay. I'll have to tune in and check that out. Sounds interesting. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I just got done playing Pokemon Red about a month ago or so. Did a bit of rando of DK64 yesterday. Nice. So, I forget if I've asked you about this with the DK64 randos that you do. I have seen, it seems like there's different items or like different things in the game. So with the randos for that, does it add things to the game? Or is it just changing the placement of items and things like that? Oh yeah, and since PlayStation now has this, I wonder if I'll ever be playing with PlayStation people in the overworld map. So, but yeah, for this game, one nice thing, so this is Forza Horizon 5. This is the most recent game in the Forza Horizon series. And this, along with the predecessor, the fourth one, is when they started adding some live service type elements to it, where they have a rotating series every 4 weeks, and each week it becomes a different season in the game. So right now, technically this is the winter season, but since this game takes place in Mexico, there really isn't any snow, so it's kind of, in my opinion, it's a little bit more on the bland side when it comes to seasons. So it's more of a dry versus wet season kind of thing. But they will have different circuits and groups of races and things like that they'll have and use, and other kind of requirements and or challenges and stuff. And if you complete enough of them, or you get enough points from completing certain ones, then you can get a car. And then they have this other kind of premium car currency thing that you can get with certain cars becoming available. So it's just something kind of fun to do. Whoa, yeah, spun out a little bit. So it's just kind of something fun to do that kind of changes things up a little bit. They show and highlight some of the fan-made courses. So one of the cool things with this game is that you can design your own race. Whether, I think, I can't remember if it needs to be a circuit or if it can be a sprint, a point-to-point kind of race. Like this one is a point-to-point. It shows on the top right, sorry, the top left, what percent progress of the level you've done. But there's a lot of different races that people will create, so that makes things a little more interesting and fun sometimes. Let's see, VO2 says it just moves things around mostly. The main change is that moves are usually bought in the shops. Oh, that's right. Are now in shops are now out in the world. That keeps things interesting, because a lot of the moves will open up different checks, so the game is sending you in different places each seed. Okay. Yeah, I want to play through Donkey Kong 64 again. I remember when that game came out, and I think that one and Episode 1 Racer, the pod racing game, came out kind of close together in like kind of winter Christmas season of, what was it? Was it 99, 2000, somewhere in there? And I really wanted to get the Donkey Kong game because, you know, first 3D Donkey Kong game, or even game at all since Country 3, and which I never even really played, so that was one of my first main Donkey Kong games. And then you had to get the right one, or you had to get it because it had the expansion pack included, which I kind of wonder, did the expansion, I'll have to look that up. I don't know if the expansion pack helped with the performance of any of the other games, or if it was just allowing you to not have issues just with those specific games, because I know that one needed it, and like Perfect Dark needed it. I feel like there might have been a couple others. Okay, so this is one of those ones that's a custom-made game, or a custom-made race by the community. So they'll highlight a couple of them that you can play and get the points needed to unlock those unlockables. But otherwise, you can just go to the mode and just go through and play them. It helped, I think, in some of the other games, but not necessary. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, but I wasn't 100% sure of what. I got 3 of these. I don't remember exactly what it was. Oh, I don't have anyone to race with. Yeah, so I remember getting Donkey Kong 64. Oh, there's a little bit of snow or something. Remember getting Donkey Kong 64 for Christmas one year? What was that? I got the expansion pack. And then I was going through my things and noticed that I had... Okay, so this is like the only time you're really going to see snow in this game. But I had another expansion pack, so I must have gotten a second one somewhere along the way. I don't remember getting... I don't remember when I got it. If I'm counting right, I'll have to be beat Pokemon Blue 23 times to master the regulation set, plus 151 more times for the solo set. What do you mean for what do you mean when you say for regulation? The master regulation, what is that? I've never heard that term. I feel like in that context. Don't hit the tree. This is an interesting race. But man, you have to beat it 23 times plus 151 times. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, I was playing it casually, which I'm sure you'll get it down to a science, more or less, at some point, but man, it's crazy. I mean, it took me like 18 to 20-ish, maybe more, in-game hours to play. Which I know part of it was a little bit of scratching my head and trying to figure out where to go next. And this and that. But wow, that's a lot of dedication there. It's like that's why I like people who play speed runs of longer games. I don't know how they can do that and maintain. I mean, that must be like when you're doing something like that, that's like all you're doing. I don't know how people can play like the same thing over and over like that. I don't have enough patience. I need to have a little bit more variety. Okay. I mean, it's an interesting race. It's not the most exciting. Oh yeah, this is new. Let's go ahead and do this. But yeah, you have to let me know how that goes. So if you were doing that today, how what kind of stuff did you get done? What let's see. Is there any car masteries? There is just one. Perfect. Okay. Recommended. Retro achievements give rewards for doing certain tasks in games. In Pokemon Regulation, there is one for beating Pokemon Blue with random Pokemon encounters, one for Pokemon learning random moves, one for Nuzlocking, one for not gaining experience, one for beating the game only using one type of Pokemon for each type of... Each type is about half of them. Wait, one for beating the game, only use one type Pokemon for each type. Oh, okay, gotcha. Mastering means I got all the achievements in the game. So you do that for blue, and then you have to go back and do that for red? I using only normal, fighting, ghost, gotcha. It's gotta be really difficult, because, like, there's some... How are you gonna do that for normal type? Because, what was it for, when you get to that point, ghost Pokemon aren't affected by normal type moves, or can you use any kind of move? Can they... You don't have to keep them using just normal type moves, I guess, at that point. They can learn any type of move that is open to them through TMs and stuff. Can you use red or blue? Okay, gotcha. And was it you that mentioned, wasn't there one that was like you could only use your starter Pokemon or something like that? Like you couldn't get an additional Pokemon to beat the game with? So you had to use your Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle, or whatever. Yeah, any move is fine as, and using dual type is fine as well. That's good. Whoa! Alright. That's a solo set? Gotcha. Does that, so doing any of those achievements, does that disqualify you from doing trading and stuff? Because I know some Pokemon, to evolve, you need to trade them. Okay, gotta get past a couple more of these guys. Thanks, buddy. That's gonna be like, I'm kind of curious how you do that. I guess you have to use some sort of cheat to start with a certain type. I mean, you have your starter. Is there like a cheat or some setting that will like automatically start you off with a certain Pokemon? So if you start with a ghost, you need to complete the game with only ghost type Pokemon. Are you given like a Ghastly or something like that right at the beginning instead of one of the normal starters? Like, how does that work? Programmed to give you a valid Pokemon. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Well, that's kind of cool. At least I kind of wish that they had things kind of like that built into the game, because then it adds a little bit more replayability and a little more, I don't know, makes it more interesting. I like that. That's kind of cool. As far as I know, you can't trade. There is a possibility that they added an item like a stone. Okay. I mean, I get that the main thing is to like have you play with your friends and stuff like that, but it's I don't know. I really didn't trade with friends all that much, so like the starter I have now is Ninetales. Okay, so you started with a Vulpix, or does it let you evolve? So if you're staying within a certain, let's see. You started with a Ninetales. Interesting. Okay. So if you started with a Pokemon that has an available evolution, do they not let you evolve that then? Sorry, I got all these questions. It sounds really interesting. Let's see, anything else over here? Okay, let's do... We got 12 more points. We got this. Okay, perfect. At level 5... a level 5 Ninetales you named 8 Tails. I want to drive the 2017 Vool 05RR. Okay. Which one should I pick? In the solo set, you cannot, but otherwise it's fine. I haven't gotten all the rules yet. Gotcha. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. I need to stop yawning. I need to sleep. We'll be done here a little bit and soon. I don't think I'll jump in to play anything else after this then if it's this late. I need to get up early anyways. Win any road race. All right. Let's just do... Actually, let's just do the road race we had right here. And the weird thing so far in the game is the Magikarp you can buy turned out to be another Ninetales. So, absolutely, I named it 7 Tails and stuck it in a box. It would be interesting if they programmed it so you couldn't even possibly get another Pokemon. So, if you caught something else, it would just be that one Pokemon that you have decided to use. So if you caught a Pidgey, it would just be a Ninetales or something like that. Whenever you actually got it, that'd be pretty funny. This is much faster than the car we had before. Okay, this does turn really well, though. Doesn't grip perfectly, though. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I haven't tried to catch a Pokemon in solo, but I did talk to the Magikarp guy, and he said, Oak told me not to sell to you. That's funny. It's like they know. Watch out for... Have you seen this person? If so, do not sell this person any Pokemon besides a Ninetales. So does it just randomly give you a Pokemon within that element type? Or do you get to choose? This would be kind of cool if they just randomly gave it to you. But I guess you wouldn't want to get like stuck with something that you don't... I guess you'd have... I wonder what it'd be like doing that for all 151 Pokemon. So you literally had to beat the game with just one... with every single one. Gosh, why do you keep pushing me? Okay, we'll do that. Ha, look at that. How do you like them apples, huh? Come on, go. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do a better corner on this. He's actually back there. I don't need to spin out. So I'm assuming, let's see. So I'm assuming all catch rate are 0. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So you don't even get the opportunity to catch one. It just fails every time you throw a Pokeball. That's a good way to do it. And then you don't even have to worry about Pokeballs. You use all the money you get to just get like items and recovery stuff. I guess at that point you only want potions and stuff. You don't need revives because as soon as you lose the one, then you'd go back to the last Pokemon Center, huh? Not sure, but random one. Not sure, but the random one told me the starting Pokemon was Ninetales and all 3 starters were Ninetales. But somehow, the rival ended up with a Tangela. Well, that makes it really easy. Usually your rival gets the Pokemon that is stronger against your Pokemon, so that's a nice little Easter egg there, a little something there. All right, Kathy, get some rest. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, and tell your mom Happy Mother's Day for me. Yeah, potions, but not all variations allow you to heal in battle. Interesting. All right, need to get to a speed of over 170 miles per hour. Maintain for 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and get on the highway. I swear, more than 50% of the time, they're always pointing me in the wrong direction that I want to go. Alright, 170. That's easy. Yeah, potions, but not... Okay, yeah. I wonder if there's certain modes that just don't allow you to use items. Like Nuzlocke, I think. If I remember correctly. One of them is that you can't use items in battle or something like that. Is that right?
You have arrived at your destination.
Like you can only use them outside battle or something like that? Alright, now we need to get 3 stars on any danger sign. Ooh, look how close we were to that one. We were only like 20 feet away to getting 3 stars. We can try that one.
400 yards. Turn sharp left.
How about we turn right?
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route.
Recalculating. Recalculating.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Alright. I'll read your comment in just a second there, Feo2. I don't know
You have arrived at your
if... we just barely missed the launch pad. Driving up a bumpy hillside here. This is... Come on. Oops. You know, at least one of the modes will not allow me to buy items from the shop, so that will be fun. Yeah. Sounds tough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, not quite. Alright, let's find another one. All these ones where you're like going off-road. Maybe... it's gotta be kind of a shorter one. 45... 1450... That's 900. Try that one. Even possible not even allow me to heal. Oof. That's gonna be tough. I mean, if you just work enough to grind it out to, you know, level up and everything, I guess you'd be fine. But that would be hard if you're like, you know, doing a gym battle or something like that against,
You have arrived at your destination.
how far do we need to get? Did that work? Oh, we did it. Yay. Okay, cool. But yeah, man, that's gonna be hard. Let's get one more of these. No healing, I mean, no restoring move pool either. Oh, the move points. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. Heading out. Until next time, wish you great stream. Thanks, DigiDriver. I appreciate you hanging out. And thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, I probably won't be playing all that much longer. I got this last the trial to do, and that's just about it for tonight. Let's see. We needed to be in an S1 retro supercar. But oh, let me give a shout out to DigiDriver as well. And if you don't know him, go ahead and check him out. He does a lot of what he plays is Flight Simulator, and then also Euro Truck Driver Simulator. So that's pretty fun. I haven't caught enough of his streams, but I do enjoy that when he is live and I am able to be there. Yeah, please go check him out. Give him a follow. He's a great guy. Let's see. He's got like the perfect captain voice too. For being a pilot. Filter. Let's go. What was it? Retro supercar. I think that's what it was, right? And S1. Okay. Ooh, this one's new. I haven't driven this one yet. Wait, do I have to buy it? No. No, it's my car. I don't need to buy it. That's how much it's worth. Let's see, do we have any car masteries to get? Yes. Yes! Make sure. Retro supercar. Yep, okay. So now we can easily join from this menu. Find a team. Otherwise you have to fast travel to that location. Ooh, you can go off that. See this? Got a ramp. I almost got stuck right between the semis. See if I can do that just for fun. As we wait for the timer. Somehow I ended up going perpendicular. Now I'm stuck like this. Oh well, I guess we'll just wait to start the event. Come on. Oh, there we go. Can we get stuck going down it? Oh. There we go. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Nah, we went too slow. Okay, we'll start the trial here in a second. Pickle found a parking spot. Yeah. It's perfect. You park right on top of something else. It's almost like your own little parking garage, only it's not covered. Current car. Yeah, let's just do this one. See how we do. Done pretty good the last few times we've done the trial. Honestly, it always depends on who you're matched up with. So those of you who haven't seen this, it's a team race, and so you're matched up with 5 other real people. And here's our ooh, someone else has the same car as me. Here's all our other teammates, real players out there. And then we as a team are racing against harder CPU players. Self-parking at the valet, yeah, and a valet, yeah. Pretty much. Okay. So we were doing a point-to-point race. I think I like the point-to-point races more with this kind of event. The computer is a little wonky. Sometimes they swerve around a lot, like you're seeing up there. They're just going a little crazy. Okay, we're doing decently. We just need to make sure we get at least someone up into that first position if possible. Sorry. Dang it, I deserve that, man. Self-sabotage to my own team. Oh my gosh. One reason why I don't really enjoy driving these kinds of cars, because they're just so hard to control sometimes. If you start spinning out, you lose grip and you just start kind of fishtailing somewhat, and you're going here, going there. Oh man, we are just barely gonna make it. And I'm too far to catch up to anybody. And yeah, if you have to go back and reverse, if you miss a checkpoint, you have to reverse. You're almost, even just once, if you have to reverse once, you're pretty much out of the game. Out of the race. Get a lurk and head to bed. And tomorrow I'll start searching for all the Super Mario World putting together. Well, thank you. Thanks, Feo. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Have an awesome night. Get some good rest. I'll be jumping off here pretty soon after we finish these races too. So not much longer. Putting together a master video maybe. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'll have to I'll have to see how that turns out. Alright, hopefully the next race will be a little bit smoother. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, have a good night. Take care, Fail. Get some good rest. And tell your mom Happy Mother's Day tomorrow. You'll try. She's on a cruise. Oh, well, that sounds like fun. That's true. Sometimes those cruises don't get like internet connections or anything like that. So, but nevertheless, have a good day tomorrow as well. And yeah, take care. Oh my gosh, come on, Porsche, get out of the way. Alright, if we can just make sure I don't miss a checkpoint, we'll be fine. We're doing really good here. Should be able to get in front of the guy in front of me. As long as I don't let these other guys behind me pass me. He's trying to pass one of our teammates here. Getting awfully close. Oh, he did. He got past. Oh no, one of them missed a checkpoint. Gotta watch out for that. He probably got bumped like I did and just lost control. Yeah, it's a little too easy to lose control in this game when you're in these faster sports cars. Still ahead though. And he is really trying to get ahead of the other guy in front of me, so. Oh, there's a little snow. Yep, on top of the mountain we'll get a little bit of snow, and that's pretty much it. It's the only place in winter where you'll see snow in this game, really. The other games you'd get snow over like the whole map, so. Alright, that might be it. I think that'll be our last race at best 2 out of 3. Won't even see race number 3. Alright, there you go. Cool. Mexican race suit. Oh yeah, let's check out the okay, so we got that. And we got that. All right, let's check out the backstage over here. We got some voting for the next ones. Those just look a little bit more interesting than those ones. All right, so we got 2. I think we've caught up everything because we looked through this last time. We're all caught up except for whatever the most recent ones were. So this one, and there's this one. Okay. Okay. Did we get? Okay, we got one of those already. Okay. Cool. Well, that is that'll be it here. Oh, we got something else too. Another accolade. That will be it for us tonight. Let's see. Who is live? Who do we got? Oh yeah, so I think we'll send you guys over to Ryan over at the Gamer Die Show again. He started a new game that's pretty fun. It's got some, if you enjoy like Tim Burton, things like that. He's those kind of vibes. It's a like a clay animation type game. Got a little bit of a dark story look to it. Called The Midnight Walk. So I'll send you over there, and then whoa, over there, and then I'll be hanging out over there for a little bit at least, but I'll be not too much longer. But yeah, let me get those going here. So, all right, well, have a good night, guys. I might be live tomorrow, I'm not sure, but just keep your alerts on, and if we're on, we'll find something else new to play, or we'll maybe we'll try some Destiny 2 or something for fun. We'll see. But yeah, God bless you guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the raid, Feo2, and we will catch you hopefully tomorrow, if not Monday, in the next stream. So, take care, everyone. See you later.